4 months ago we did a video on this Oddball, and to summarize that video, I bloody loved it. It's a velocity sensitive app powered pocket synthesizer slash drum machine, and it's just so fun to play. I think I even said out of all the instruments that we had tried out that year, this one was the best pick up and play one. And after that little jam session at the beginning of the video, I still stand by that statement. Now at this point you're probably wondering, why are we talking about the Oddball again when we've already done a video on it? Well, during that video I mentioned that you can hook up multiple Oddballs to the Oddball app, and then you can assign different samples to different balls, and you can play them like a mini drum kit, or you could juggle them and make music in different ways than if you just had one ball. And luckily for me, when we posted our original Oddball video, Oddball got in touch and asked if we wanted to try out more Oddballs. So that's what we've got right here. 2 brand new Oddballs. So the purpose of this week's video is to just experiment a little bit and just see if we can make some more interesting sounds with 2 extra balls. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Ooh, that is bright green. Look at that bad boy. Is it red or is it pink? I don't know, my eyes deceive me. Actually, in fact, looking on the camera monitor, I'm pretty sure it's pink. If you want a more in-depth look at how the Oddball works along with the Oddball app, I suggest that you go check out our first video, because this video is just going to be me experimenting and trying to make some wonderful loops with 3 balls at the same time. It's at this point that I really wish that I knew how to juggle, because I know I'm going to try juggling and I'm definitely going to hurt myself because these things aren't very light. Now, like I said in the previous video, the Oddball app is a very simple app to get used to. You can just navigate through the drop-down menu of all the different samples, and then when you find a sample that you want, just click it, load it to the ball, and you're good to go. And then you can switch between the different balls just by hitting the buttons at the top here. I do kind of wish that the colors of the balls showed up on the app rather than just being blue. It would just be easier to know which ball you've selected rather than just having to guess. So right now we have the red ball selected, and I want to add a nice drum sample to it. So I'm going to pick this one here in the hip hop section, which is a nice bass and snare combo. Bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, snare. Yeah, that sounds all right. Now with the blue ball, let's add a cymbal. Not a fan of that one. Then on the green ball, let's add some toms. Yeah, that'll work. So now we have our 3 samples selected. All we need to do now is figure out the best way to play these things. Because it's one thing playing with one Oddball and being able to hit it in your hands and throw it against things and whatnot. But when you have 3, you're kind of left with a bit of a handful. That's just noisy. Let me try grabbing some drumsticks. This is like a drum kit on hard mode. The drums and cymbals roll away as you play them. Let's change out the samples for something other than drums. Actually, to stop the balls rolling around, honestly, that sounded better than I expected, but yeah, it doesn't really compete with a regular drum kit. It's quite hard to play this way. Take a seat. Why do you have to do everything so awkwardly? Is it pink or red? It's pretty pink.
It's orange.
All right, we're going with pink. How about if I play the drums and then you play the guitar? I'm going to change your guitar. To juggle. I need something quick. How to juggle 3 balls in 2 minutes. Perfect. 2 minutes later, still don't know how to juggle. The video was a lie. That hit me in the nuts. I mean, this video is called trying to juggle with drum machines, not successfully juggling with drum machines, so you can't have a go at me. Ha! Covered my ass with that one, didn't I? I've spent this entire video just messing around with these things, so I think I should finally make a loop. I know I was going for more of a death grip sound, but it just sounds like the ball's in pain. Now the only thing that I really want to do is get like 10 of these, hook them up to multiple iPads, give them different sounds, and then use them as snooker balls. I think the conclusion of today's video is that you really don't need 3 oddballs to make a good track. You can just use one oddball, use one sample at a time, and then just layer them on top of each other and you'll get something good. But there are definitely some perks of having 3 oddballs. For one, it's great for experimenting with. There's just so many different ways to play the oddball when you have 3 of them. It's also great for a group jam session. You can give them out to friends and you can play together, and you can even lend one to a friend and then they can download the Oddball app onto their device, and then you can create a track and send it over to them and they can edit and tweak it how they wish, and then you can make collaborative tracks. You definitely have a few more options when you have 3 oddballs, but whether or not you have 3 or 1, you can still make good tracks and have a lot of fun while doing it. And for me, that's kind of the main thing. And with that, I think that's going to be it for another edition of Looted. Shout out to Keegan McAdams, Natasha Savage, Pikafoot, Luna, George Acock, Luke Reeds, and Chance McTire on Patreon. Thank you very much for your support. And if you like this video, hit like. If you like all our videos, hit subscribe. We've got more videos on the way. If you want to support the channel further, check out the link in the description to our Patreon page. Join us on our Discord server, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.